Hello everybody, it's your girl Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be another voiceover type video, and today's video is going to be titled, "What do you do when literally quite nothing is working?" So these are for the people who have been manifesting, whether it be a specific person, money, a job, anything. And let's say you've been manifesting those things for a while and you're not seeing any results, or you're seeing a little movement. Maybe you're hearing people talk about your manifestation, but you're not seeing your actual manifestation being reflected out in your 3D, and actually enjoying it for yourself. So before we get into the video though, I do want to let you know that I offer one-on-one coaching. My coaching is to get you from basically where you're at right now, wherever you're at, and to quantum jump, because I specialize more so in quantum jumping. I'm super into quantum jumping. I've done it several times. But to help you get into quantum jump or align with the desired reality that you like in a quicker, easier, less abrasive way. Okay. So that's that. I also offer other spiritual services. I know that's very vague. A lot of people have been like, what are your spiritual services and what do you offer? Anything that you could think of. Tarot readings. I wouldn't say I don't like tarot readings. I offer them, but they're there for you just as tools. And if you want to use that, I have those available. Also, anything, Reiki, things like that, I am more than glad to help you with that. So you can go ahead and email me for that. We can go ahead and get that started. And everything for my coaching and the spiritual services will be in the description box. So let's go ahead and, just for one more thing. Social media is all linked on my description. Also, go ahead and add me on TikTok, or you can add me on Instagram also. So this video is going to be about not getting what you want in your manifesting at all, or you're not seeing evidence of it, whatever. Okay, so let's say you have been manifesting whatever you've been manifesting for a while, and you're hardly seeing any results, or you're seeing results, like you may see somebody talking about your manifestation, or you may see somebody talking about it online, or you may see a sign, but you're not actually getting your full manifestation. And I'm going to tell you what to do in this video. When you have been manifesting for a while, now, what I mean by a while is like you've been manifesting something for like a month, 2 months, things like that. I'm not talking about something that you've been affirming for 3 weeks and you're seeing little movement. I'm not talking about that, because you are reality shifting, guys. If you have been stuck in a reality, let's say you're going from a point of all your life you were a nurse. Let's use that as an example, right? And now you're trying to transfer into the reality of you becoming a pilot instead, right? Yes, robotic affirming works. Yes, visualizations work. Yes, any of the techniques will work, but you are still reality shifting, meaning it has to be a complete mindset shift in order to go ahead and enter reality where you're now a pilot, because you went from being a nurse, okay? Just using that as an example. So, like I said, 3 weeks of affirming for something may seem long to some people, but it's actually not. But let's say you've been manifesting something for a month or two, like a specific person, and you are hardly seeing results, or you're seeing the opposite, or whatever, okay? Or you're seeing other people get your manifestation. Stop what you're doing, and I want you to listen closely. Okay? You need to tell yourself, that you deserve nothing but the best in life. Because you are now in a state of pretty much struggling or working hard. Because if you're doing your affirmation 3 times a day, or you're visualizing X amount of times a day, you are now working towards a manifestation. Guys, manifestation is not working at all. It is not work to manifest. Manifesting is instant, okay? Now, depending on where you are in your manifesting journey, if you believe this or not, but you are God, okay? I know a lot of people have a hard time hearing that, but we are all gods. We are all co-creating with Source in order to see things in this reality, okay? And the sooner you can connect with your divinity and understand who you are, then you can take responsibility for all the things that you see in your 3D reality. Okay? You won't be so shook anymore when you see things happen in your reality, because you'll understand you'll understand that you create everything. Okay? You either created it by worrying about it, focusing on it. You probably saw it somewhere and you focus on it just a little bit, and then it manifests in your reality. So if you can easily manifest things in your reality with focus, attention, whatever that it takes to manifest things into your reality, then you can unmanifest things also, right? So you can manifest, you can unmanifest things, you can make things go away, you can make things come back, you can make things appear, not appear, okay? And if you're familiar with the Bible, you'll be familiar with the stories where Jesus turned water into wine, where there was not enough bread or fish, and he multiplied the fish and multiplied the bread so he could have the things that he wanted for his crew. Okay? So what I mean by that is that this power that the Bible speaks about that Jesus had is the same power that you and I have also. Okay? So if right now you are manifesting money and you don't have the money to do certain things, I want you to understand that you can always have more, okay? There is no lack at all. There's never any lack. This is an abundant dimension. I call Earth a dimension. So this dimension is very abundant. It's obvious. Do you ever run out of oxygen? No, unless you're an oxygen patient. But typically we don't run out of oxygen here. We don't. So with that being said, everything is available to us as much as air is available to us, guys. There's an abundance of it. So the quicker that you can align and think of yourself as in being an abundant being, that will actually bring that reality to you. So if for any reason you're not seeing movement in your manifestations, you need to sit down and tell yourself, okay, I deserve the best. I always get the best. And you need to start thinking from that person that has that thing that you want to experience, no matter what it is. Because the reason why and I know I say this a lot, I'll say alignment is so important. A lot of the times why we're not seeing our manifestations in our reality is almost like an I don't deserve type of thing, or I've never had this type of thing. Because you have to start, and I did this, I was watching a preacher yesterday, and he talked about this. Actually, I have to go back in my notes. I'll find this where he said this. And it was really, really interesting to me where he said, I'm going to go back and find this in my notes, guys. But this pastor, I didn't really write it down, but I remember where he says, your identity is what you are going to see in your life. So If right now you identify as not being worthy of having your manifestation, and ways of not showing worthiness of your manifestation is, one, by still entertaining thoughts of the old reality, still entertaining things in the old reality that don't align with what you want to experience in your life. For example, let's say that you are manifesting your specific person to be in a committed relationship with you. Yet, let's say right now you guys are just having, I don't know, you're just a booty call right now. Let's just use that example. If every time they call, you are agreeing to this, to seeing them at a certain time of night, and every time you do it with them, when you leave their home or whatever, you're thinking to yourself, man, I'm still not this. They don't see me as that. It's because you are still acting like the person that is not in that relationship. Let me use this as an example with money. Let's say that you are manifesting money, right? But yet when a bill comes, you still say, oh, I'm never going to have money to pay for this. Or you get down about your bills. Yet you're manifesting a large sum of money that is not in alignment with the person that has what you are manifesting. So you want to keep your thoughts, your actions, and everything in alignment with the thing that you want to experience. Okay? This will help you to bring in your manifestation a lot faster. That is what quantum jumping is. It's what I do when I quantum jump. When I want something for myself, whether it be a home or whatever, let's say I'm living in a tiny 1-bedroom apartment right now, right? And I want to excel to the level of living in a mansion, right? Am I going to continue to start looking at 1-bedroom apartments because this is where I'm at currently right now? Absolutely not. I am going to start looking at those bigger homes. I'm going to start furnishing those homes in my mind because that's who I am. I am that person that lives in that mansion. Okay? Same thing with a job. If you're manifesting a job, if right now you are working in a job that makes way less money, okay, and you're manifesting a job, or you're manifesting for your job to give you some type of crazy raise, and before you used to budget at, I don't know, this low amount every single month, this is what you used to budget at, what would you be doing with the money that you get from a raise? Start thinking like that person. That person is probably not going to budget the same way. It's probably not going to be driving the same car. It's probably not going to be looking at the same properties anymore. Think from the person that you would like to be, regardless of what you are seeing physically in your 3D reality. Because you guys have to understand, whatever you're seeing in your 3D reality is a story that you created from the past that is just playing out. In order to switch stories, your only job is to fully make sure that you are aligning with the new story by thinking like that person. And that is how we quantum jump. And that's how we quantum jump, guys. And collapse time and space for the actual manifestation that you want to come in. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So guys, I want to let you know that you are the person that sets the standard for your life. And whatever you're accepting, whether it be physically and energetically to me is the same thing, but energetically, whatever you accept is what is going to keep going on in your life, okay? In order to switch stories or switch realities or to experience the things that we want, we now have to think in a different way so we can see different things in our reality instead, okay? Remember, what you give yourself first, whether that be via imagination, via your thoughts, your speech, or energetically, is what the world gives back to you. Okay? what you give yourself is exactly what the world will go ahead and give you also. So remember, make sure that you are only accepting realities that you want to experience. If your standards right now are for your SP to treat you like a princess or a queen, or treat you like a prince if you're a male, okay? Or a king, whatever that you decide, and this person is breadcrumbing you, I want you to, right now, never say that they're breadcrumbing you again. Completely say that life never, and like I said before, sometimes we do this where we're just like, this person doesn't treat me bad. You need to start saying, I do not accept in my reality that anybody treats me bad. Because that goes for anybody. Once you start thinking like that, then you can start saying, no, my SP does this instead. He's like this instead. He is this type. He's sweet. He's nice. Or he or she is nice. He treats me like a princess. I'm treated like a prince. I get whatever I want. This person sends. Then you can start having those imaginal acts in your mind where you see this person bringing you flowers, because then you become a vibrational match to that, because you feel like you're deserving of that. But if you're constantly playing images in your mind because in your past relationships you were treated unfairly, or this person did this to you, or this person did that for you, then you also become a vibrational match to that mistreatment also. So you need to go within yourself first, because again, this is a mirror. You need to change who you are first and what you see yourself as, your identity. I identify as a person that is always in happy, healthy relationships. I identify as a person that is always treated with respect. Therefore, anybody who comes into my reality also has to treat me with respect, because this is what I allow for myself. And when I think of my specific person, I now think of my specific person as a person that does respect me, because there's no way that a thought of a disrespectful person or a mean person or a person that breadcrumbs me or whatever may have you comes into my reality. It can't come into my reality because guess what? That's not who I am. I'm not a vibrational match for that, if that makes sense. Okay? So it's all about changing ourselves. I know I say that all the time. It's all about changing you and who you are. Once you change who you are, then you are not going to be a match for those who are not in alignment with what you want. I know some of the time I hear a lot on these accounts, people are dealing with narcissistic abuse. A narcissist is a person who just feels like they can control and do whatever they want to you. Where inside do you feel that you can get controlled? Where inside do you feel like you're not treated the right way? Right? Because if you didn't feel that way, then you wouldn't meet this person to be, I don't know, narcissistic you around. I'm going to use that word. I don't know if that's real or not, or controlling you or whatever. Once you start saying, no, I deserve the best, life gives me the best, the mirror called life has no choice but to give you the best that you expect at all times. Okay? So I know I'm going to give you guys some affirmations that I've been using. I actually got them from Dylan James. I want to shout him out because I never want to take somebody's work and just say it's my own. But some of the affirmations that I use on one of his videos, the video is a top tier treatment video. It's some affirmation tapes that he has. I listen to them. Some people are not a fan of him for whatever reason. I am. I love his affirmations. They have really helped me to evolve my mind. But some of the ones I know that I've used is I'm starting to see myself as somebody that deserves to have high standards because I identify as a high quality individual. That is one affirmation I've been using. Okay. Another one I really, really like is I'm starting to accept that I deserve to be surrounded by those who recognize my worth. Okay. Another one, this is the last one that he has on his, and I love this one. I am beginning to feel more comfortable with no longer entertaining or accepting anything less than what I know I deserve. Once you start using these type of affirmations and things like that, these affirmations have no choice but to reflect back in your life. And you're going to be a person that you're just going to be like, when things in your reality are not in alignment with what you want, you're not going to accept it. Whether it be a job, friends, family, pets, I don't care. If they're not giving you top tier treatment, you're going to tell yourself, this is not who I am. It's not a vibrational match. So then you'll walk away from the things that don't serve you. So you can actually bring in the things that do serve you instead. So again, if your manifesting is not working, guys, it is because somewhere inside you don't feel deserving. Okay? That's the first thing, because it starts with you first. First, feel deserving of what you want to experience. And secondly, start to see the people that are around you as serving you in the experience that you want to have. They have to serve and line up to what reality that you're in right now. You are now in a reality that you are given top tier treatment. So you need to start seeing the people in your reality as people who give you top tier treatment. Does that make sense? Okay, that goes for a job too. If you are manifesting for a job for the longest and you have not been getting the job, okay, you need to see yourself. You need to now identify. Let's say you want to be a pilot. You identify as a pilot now in your mind. You need to start seeing the things that you'd be doing if you were a pilot. What would you be doing? Okay, so I hope this video or voiceover was super helpful. If you need one-on-one coaching, you can go ahead and contact me. Everything will be in the description box. I will see you in the next video. Ciao.